So, in light of Cyberpunk 2077's disastrous release recently,
Yeah.
given the option, would you want to have cybernetic augmentations implanted into you?
Would I want to?
Yeah. Would you do it? Somebody showed up to you and was like, "Hey, $50, I'll give you a cybernetic arm." Or $50 and I'll like install like a cybernetic network in your mind so you can control shit remotely.
Maybe. So the thing is, I don't know if I would do it if there wasn't a need for it. Take, for example, I wear glasses. So if there was an augmentation and it didn't cost much, like I could actually afford it, where I can have cybernetic eyes, and I was able to do like actual shit with them more than just actually see, like with some Google Glasses type shit, but like all in my eye, maybe, because if
LASIK surgery.
that exists, but it's not cool. LASIK's not cool.
LASIK is affordable, I'm just saying.
But it's not cool.
Right.
There's a cool factor involved with cybernetics, is there not?
You got me.
Right? Like, why am I gonna have a cybernetic arm? Because it looks badass, right? That's the only reason why you would do it. My arm works perfectly fucking fine. My glasses and my eyes work perfectly fine. The point is that there is also a cool factor involved. Why else would you give yourself a big dick in the game? If not because it's just cool that you know that you have it. Give your guy character a vagina. Why? Just because it's there if you want it. I think so. For me, if cybernetics really did exist, I would probably try to justify it. Like, if there was a need for it, because I otherwise I don't see the need to do it. Why? What about you?
Full blown.
What specifically would you want to get cybernetic?
So I would get like the fucking, I don't know, like the braid interface.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I look at something and it's like, you know, smart enabled, I can turn it on or off, all that shit. I get the little core that jumps out of your fucking wrist, so I can plug into computers and shit and do shit there. I get fucking arms, cybernetic arms, bro. I play the game.
Yeah.
Fucking knife popped out of the arm and then like sliced somebody, and I was like, "Ow, cook was that? I cut carrots and shit was that?
Carrots with that.
Fucking dude had a rocket launcher in his wrist. His fucking wrist was like, bloop, bloop. He shot a rocket out of it. I was like, I'll be like the Mando, but without the backpack. The legs, bro, fucking jumping and shit.
See, you are bougie. This just goes back to everything. You just want extra shit just for funsies, just so you can say that you have it.
No, it's not so I can say that I have it. I genuinely see a lot of cool shit in this.
So it's all just
like the ability to like
cool.
jump like fucking 3 feet. Wouldn't that, or like 3 like stories high? Wouldn't that be pretty useful?
Useful how? When do I jump regularly?
Because you can't fucking jump high.
What need? See,
that's like having like a fucking like a pump installed so you can like, you know, have adrenaline like pumped into you when you need it. Wouldn't that be cool? You'd be like, oh shit, it's happening.
What do I need adrenaline? I'm never in. How often am I in adrenaline fueled situations that I would need something like that?
That's because you a bitch.
Clearly, this must be what this boils down to. That I'm just a bitch. Well, life would be more interesting, I think. I mean, how can you go onto a plane knowing that there's a cybernetic knife in your arm? How can we have sporting events?
All right, the cybernetic knife was more of a joke.
Yeah, but like things like that eventually would come to be, and then where do we distinguish your cybernetic parts from that of a weapon, or in sporting events, your cybernetic enhancements as cheating? You know what I mean? That is a slippery slope. Not that it matters in here. We're just talking about how cool shit is, but that would make for an interesting future. That I don't think those things are addressed in Cyberpunk 2077.
No, not that much.
It's all just cool shit.
Well, because I think by that time, like in that timeline, like cybernetic enhancements are commonplace, even like the 2020s. So like by 2077, it's just kind of like everybody has fucking like everybody has it. I don't know, dude. I think the actual practicality of it is pretty useful. Like plugging into something and seeing like all the information and data like right in front of you, like augmented reality.
That's what I said with the eyes, bro.
Yeah, but you know, I also feel like replacing your limbs with cybernetic limbs would be more useful. Like they don't get tired, they don't like fucking, you know, get cut.
That's true.
You know,
I am a pretty weak person for those of you who don't know me. So having some strength or some agility for practicality would be useful.
Yeah,
lifting shit just in general.
Like actually having like the fucking knife blades, or like, you know, the shit where you jump like 30 feet in the air. I feel whatever. But I feel like the actual practicality of it, like oh, I want to transfer a movie. Fuck, let me like fucking take the quarter on my hand, fucking download it, and I'm watching it now in my brain.
Yeah.
I feel like shit like that. Or it's like, oh, I want to fucking browse the internet real quick. Oh, let me pull my phone out. Nope, just fucking pop it up right here.
It's just, I got everything right here on my hand. Let me just boop, boop, beep, beep.
Yeah. Not even in your hand, just like fucking looking at stuff like, yeah, I'll buy that. Click, click. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I would have to do anything, one limb probably would be an arm. If only because there's always one cool character in every franchise who has one robotic arm, right? You got Bucky Barnes, you got Luke Skywalker, you got that guy from Cowboy Bebop. Everyone has one. So maybe one limb I could sacrifice.
I wouldn't go like super like because there's characters in Cyberpunk where like their eyes, they have no eyes, they have a hole, and there's like a bunch of sense. I wouldn't do that shit. I feel like I'd still like to have some like resemblance of a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, yeah, I could totally see myself like replacing limbs and shit, like organs too.
I wouldn't want to go too far. Organs, again, go back to my practicality. Like, oh, my kidney's failing. Oh, you can put in a cybernetic kidney and not on like a waiting list that'll take years and I'll probably die waiting for a kidney. Yeah, go ahead, give me the cybernetics. You know what I mean? I feel like that it would make more sense. But like, how much would you replace before you're getting to? Are you even Ivan anymore? Like when you're just gonna let yourself die instead of just replacing everything with cybernetics?
Yeah, you know, it's a good point.
Because I feel like personally, I would not want to replace everything because I don't want to just keep on living. I feel like eventually my time is done, and I'm willing to accept that. So eventually, somewhere, I'd be like, oh, my heart's failing, and I'm like 150 years old already. I think we're good here. Let's go ahead, let it fail. You know what I mean? I feel like so there would be, again, I'm open to it, but just with a couple of asterisks.
I'm open to it, but I think to like a certain extent, like you, but I think my like extent's a lot further down the road than it is for you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Somebody came up to you and said, I'll put a knife in your arm that pops out for free. Would you not be like,
why do I need a knife that pops out?
It's still, you still have your robot arm, it still does all the other features, but you have this one feature added on too.
But then how am I going to get through airport security?
Don't be like, oh, it's a knife arm. All right, we'll lock it in place for the flight. Like they deactivate it.
So then I still have the arm, which is everything that
your
I
arm
wanted.
Functions normally.
You just want the knife in there.
Yep.
No, I don't need it. Other than to be like Ezio, but I don't need that. You're stuck on this. I don't know why.
It's cool.
This is the hill you've chosen to plant your flag on. But no knife in the arm. What about a projectile knife?
Would you not want that?
No, I'm asking you.
Fuck it.
You just want anything.
Hey, fuck it. Any cybernetic enhancements? Fuck it.
Cybernetic dick.
So what you're telling me is a cybernetic dick's eye?
Would you? I mean, if you got one, that's fine. I don't think I would need one. I think everything's good.
All right. Cybernetic limbs would be pretty cool, though.
Would they?
I think so, dude. Like, if you still had, like, feeling and everything, and they felt like a human limb, except you had a bunch of cool shit you can do. Like, imagine just, like, plugging a USB from your wrist into your laptop and, like, monitoring all, like, the information there. Like, we're recording, but, like, you're checking out, like, peak levels and shit, and you're, like, make sure the track's recording, and you don't even have to look at your phone computer, you just do it with your mind.
I feel like it wouldn't be, like, in our lifetime, it wouldn't be so easy, and so...
I'm not saying in our life, I'm saying, like, in the future. No, I'm not saying, like, right now, because right now I know cybernetics.
Like, I feel like it'd be, like... Because, you know, like, when the internet first came out and everyone had their idea of what the internet would be, but it's like, we had AOL dial-up and all that bullshit. I feel like that's what... All right, I can plug into the internet with my hand. Takes 40 seconds to... All right, I'm on the internet. All right, everything's lagging. Oh, I need to update the RAM on my arm. That sucks. You know what I mean? I feel like it would be a slow progression rather than actually getting idealistically what you want it to do.
Well, then guess what,
right up
bro?
front.
Just pop the arm off, you pop a new one on.
But then that's gonna cost money. Then you have a leftover arm. Oh damn! Someone hacked into my arm.
What do you do when your phone gets slow?
You get a new phone.
All right, then.
But this is a part of me. It's my arm.
Nah, because you lost your arm already.
The arm is but I didn't lose my arm. I willingly gave up my arm to get this cybernetic.
So you can get it up, but you can give it up again. You already give it up once. What's the point?
I want it to be at maximum functionality, not be all slow and shitty. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like if time progresses, you wouldn't be like your arm will still be 100% functional as an arm. Your arm would still be as good,
yeah, but
if
it wouldn't,
not better than like your human arm.
But it wouldn't be what I want it to be, and that comes into Well, like Cyberpunk, everyone had their idea of how futuristic and how lifelike the game was going to play and how it was gonna, and then it's just like a shitty game that glitches all the time, and it's like, yeah, they can always patch it, they can always fix it up later, but you still paid for that shitty ass game, and you're never gonna forget that.
In this world, like the cybernetics are like sound, like they're solid. They're like they are the epitome of what people want cybernetics to be.
I feel like I would be hesitant on everything until I see. I'd probably be like the last person to be like, all right, let's get a cybernetic enhancement, whatever. I feel like everyone around me would have to get one and convince me that they're useful and practical, and then I'd be like, all right, fuck them, let's do it. If like everyone around me is like, oh no, man, just wait for 2.0, it's coming out next year, just hold on. I'd be like, all right, no.
I feel like when I would be trying to sell you on like the cybernetic brain enhancement, like implant, all I would have to tell you was like you buy pornos and then you plug it in and then you're actually the person fucking. And then you'd be like, all right. I feel like that's what it will do. That's what it will take. I honestly feel that way.
Okay. I'd be on board with the idea, but it would take more to convince me. But that's a good hook. That's a damn good hook. Like, you've done half the work already just by telling me that. You still got to convince me otherwise. But you got me there. You got me there. Fuck.